Hi everyone, welcome and thank you for joining us today. My name is Jean, the Digital Event Coordinator at Connecting Up and TechSoup New Zealand. We are part of the Info Exchange Group, a not-for-profit social enterprise that tackles the biggest social challenge by creative use of technology. So for those who haven't attended a webinar section with us before, Connecting Up is facilitating training calendar of our many online webinars, workshops, boot camps, webcons to help the social sector upskill in all digital areas. So please check out our training and education menu on our website for the more events coming up. Today, I'm very excited to welcome you to join the Lunch and Learn, the Digital Transformational Hub with Sophie, the Digital Transformation Consultant. After starting her career in business and finance management, Sophie discovered her not-for-profit technology passions while working in India with an international NGO that improved the educational outcomes through innovative use of technology. More recently, back in Australia, she has led the technology change programs in a range of organizations to enhance impact, simplify processes, and improve outcomes. As a member of Info Exchange Digital Transformational Team, she is passionate about helping every nonprofit access available discounts and use digital technologies effectively to the greatest possible effect and amplify their impact. Before we start, let's have a bit of housekeeping. All lines are muted, so if you have any technical issues, please type it into the questions box and I'll be able to assist you. If you have any questions during the session, please also type it into the questions box, and Sophie will answer them at the end of the webinar. We really encourage you to ask as many questions as possible to make it very interactive. No question is silly, but please also note that your comments and questions will not appear to the entire group. If you are on the Wi-Fi connections and have multiple programs open, this can sometimes affect the quality of the audio and videos. So please, if possible, just close all the programs to have the best experience. Please also note that the webinar is being recorded. A link of the recording and the slides will be sent to you in 1 to 2 business days. Finally, I would like to remind you that there's a short survey at the end of the webinar. All right, now I'll hand over to Sophie for today's section.
Thank you, Jean. Great. So before I begin today, I would like to start by acknowledging that I am presenting to you from the lands of the Wurundjeri Woi-wurrung people of the Kulin Nation. I also acknowledge the traditional custodians of the various lands on which we all meet today and the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people participating in this webinar. I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and recognise and celebrate the diversity of Aboriginal peoples and their ongoing cultures and connection to the land and waters of Australia. Oops, sorry. Great. So my name is Sophie, as Jean mentioned, one of the digital transformation consultants from the Info Exchange Group. I am here today to introduce you to our new initiative, the Digital Transformation Hub. As a consultant of the Digital Transformation Hub, bringing my skills amongst a team with a range of technology and non-for-profit skills, we aim to help every non-for-profit access discounts and use their digital technologies to amplify and to create the greatest possible impact. So what is the Hub? Before starting what it is, I want to explain why we created this. At the onset of COVID and the pandemic in Australia, Info Exchange was inundated with the urgent need to support non-for-profits to transition to work and deliver impact remotely. We were unable to support everyone despite our will and urgency to support the sector. As part of the Info Exchange annual non-for-profit technology survey conducted in October 2020, what we found was that organisations weren't ready during the onset of COVID. We did evolve though, and by October, 47% had transitioned and supported reasonable technology systems. but there was still a lot of work to do. We're in the final stages of analysing the 2021 findings, and what is most interesting is the immediate concerns of working from home have decreased, but the prioritisation of technology training, migrating to the cloud, and improving information systems has increased. As we continue in this post-COVID world and security risks increase, the need to improve the IT infrastructure and skills of staff has increased. This has resulted in a need for technology improvement and the rise in executive priorities of this. And as a result, we're seeing increased investment and organisations wanting to change, but unclear of the next steps. The demand for clear, practical and engaging tools and tailored advice for the sector has never been greater. We designed the Hub to meet all these needs and grow and evolve with the sector. Before diving into the website, I first want to explain what digital transformation is and why it's important when talking about technology and change, regardless of the size of your non-for-profit. Digital transformation is not just about the platform or the piece of technology, even if this is the most commonly first thing that comes to mind when talking about these styles of projects. Rather, digital transformation consists of three main elements: the people, the process, and then the platform or technology. To optimize customer or client experiences, enhance products and services, improve work environments, deliver value to stakeholders, and/or enhance business models. With a lens of considering these three components equally, implementing a change in your organisation can be simpler. However, we're here to advise you on that journey. So the Hub has been designed to provide resources and advisory services to non-for-profits for free to help you on your path of digital transformation, especially when you might be at crossroads. The resources have been created by experts to help boost your journey, whether you're just getting started or you're already on the way. So great, so I'll stop sharing. I'll stop this slide deck now, and we can actually have a look at the website. Great. Oops. So what we first wanted to do was to show you other people that have done it, that it is actually plausible to make these changes, no matter how daunting they may be. And so we've got a range of stories here, from YCIG preparing for their new COVID normal. Or we're going to dive into cancer wellness support, where Vent here explains the real challenge of implementing a CRM on a really tight budget. And you can see we talk about what happened before, pre-transformation, the solution they created, the impact it's had, and the advice he's got for other non-for-profits. And I'm going to show you another one as well, who I think gives really great advice. So Jabiru here, moving to the cloud. This was one of the problems identified in the survey. And you can see they had a server in that very daunting room that makes lots of noises, but we don't really know what it does half the time. And so they went through and said, well, what can we do to change? And they launched a whole bunch of different things within the Microsoft 365 environment, and the impact that it's had on their organisation, I think we can all relate to. I sleep better at night now, no matter how unfortunate technology burning some on our lives, this will actually help that. I'm just trying to make it a little bit bigger so everyone can read that. Great. And then some advice. And their advice was seek some external support, get some help along the way. Great. So now, hopefully you might feel a little bit more confident that it is plausible, no matter your size or resources, to make a change. That then we take you through the steps that are involved. So when talking with all the different non-for-profits, there were these 5 key topics that people continue to juggle in this space. So what we've done is we've separated them across into 5 domains. focusing on key areas to help make an impact. The first one being tech foundations, so your actual hardware and collaboration tools for your organisation, with the purpose to improve how your staff collaborate and work effectively and access information everywhere. Secondly, we look at the information systems. So what actual systems you are using to deliver your services. And that's designed to help you have painless reporting, efficient processes, and your clients' outcomes can be tracked. Thirdly, we have digital marketing. So actually looking at your website, your social media, your fundraising systems, where we're looking to attract new funders, supporters, volunteers, staff, and clients. Thirdly, IT management. So bringing strategy to your work and actually looking at how you can maximize your benefit and funding. And then finally, cybersecurity. This is a topic that we don't always love to talk about, but is so integral to supporting your organisation and ensuring that everyone is protected and safe. And the ACNC recently reported that non-for-profits are one of the highest at risk of cyber attacks. Fortunately, I'm not here to scare you on that today, but this topic is designed to protect and maintain your reputation, client and staff information. So great, so we're going to jump into IT management and look a little bit more at the resources available to you and how you can use this within your organisation. So once again, we've got another case study here on Cerebral Palsy Network, and that talks through how they used an IT strategy to develop change in their organisation. So the topics are broken down into 3 key areas: basic, intermediate and advanced, depending the stage you're at. So we'll jump into one of the basics here. You can see there's a range of articles depending on what you need. We're going to jump into how to deliver digital transformation projects successfully. And this is a really common one where we see about a failure rate of 70% in some digital projects, which has been around that stage for about 30 years. So we really want to change that. But how? How do we help you change that? So we've got a whole bunch of questions to ask around how you fail, how you might succeed, and the steps you need to do. And then how, providing some structure around. So you can see there's a range of resources there available to you. And alongside that, we have some related posts on where to go to next to help you succeed. Right, so we'll go back now. So now that's really great. There's a range of articles there, but what comes to my mind is going, I don't even know where to start. And so what we've done is we've actually created a digital capability quiz to help you assess where you're at. So I've got that pre-filled just up here. And so you can do each domain or you can do the whole quiz to understand your whole organisation. And so I've thought of an organisation here that's sort of sitting at basic to intermediate level. So they've got some IT, there's a consensus that we need to do some improvement. And so I've got a tick there, but we don't have an IT strategy and we don't have any plans as yet. We budget for it, but we don't understand how we can best use it. Our management are really across the need to prioritise IT and executive support change. We don't really have a board that's actively involved in this, so I haven't ticked that, but I've ticked those 2 boxes that describe that. And my staff engagement is a little bit more around trying to fix what's broken. And we've got some really strong IT or IT champions across the organisation that help each other to succeed. We don't survey or assess our assessment, and we do some data backup, and we have fortunately a business continuity plan thanks to COVID, where I think everyone went and needed to develop that in some capacity, but we don't really have much around further than that. So if I submit that there, and you'll fill that in depending on your organisation stage. And what it does, so it's assessed me at a basic capability where we aren't maximising what we're spending. We've got some focus on IT, but it's quite limited. So it's provided me some articles to go away and read and start that. Now I'm still sort of going, that's really useful to know that's where we sit, and I can bring that to my director and go, we need to make this change, but I still need some help. So what you can do is actually either book an expert and book time with us, or actually have a live chat with us. So you can see on the down the corner here, you can actually have a conversation with us, and it should say get in touch, and we can actually have a live chat. So I need some help with my quiz results. And what that'll do is one of us will actually get in touch with you straight away. And we should see, hopefully someone will pick this up soon, and we can actually have a conversation on that as well. And if you don't have time to have a chat, you can see Julia's joined actually now. Great. And we can have a conversation with Julia, and she can help us understand the quiz and figure out next steps. Great. You can just see she's typing there. Fantastic. And so now I might not have time to keep talking with her, so I can actually also go and book an expert and actually have I'll pop this down now. Great. So you can see we're going to have a conversation with Julia there, or we can book a time and actually send in your inquiry to us, and we'll have a conversation, whether that's across one of the domains or actually across all of it, and needing to understand where to start. Alongside that, we have a range of training resources available to both administrators and end users. So for example, we can jump into training for Microsoft products, which I think we can always do training in. You can see we've got Outlook, PowerPoint, Excel. There's a range of resources there, as well as Microsoft have this really great YouTube channel where you can actually go and watch a whole range of YouTube channels, whether it's articles and whether it's about Word or PowerPoint or Excel. They're available for you to share with your organisation. Great. So alongside that training, we also have a range of discounts available to you. So that might be the Microsoft or the Google discounts, or it's actually hardware that's supplied by, facilitated by Connecting Up, whether that's actual laptops or desktops, or the software that might be involved, whether it be Adobe or Zoom or on your telephone systems as well. There's a range of resources available to you. So the Hub is designed to be engaging and understand what stage you're at and help you along that journey. And we're here able to talk through with that too. Great. So I hope that's sort of giving you some direction, and now it's sort of the next thing of what's next. So take the quiz, go have a look at what's available and what you can understand what stage your organisation is at across one or each of the domains. Read the suggested guides they suggest to you and explore the training options available. And then reach out, have a conversation with us or a member of my team and understand how we can help you succeed in your digital transformation. Great, so that's covered all there. Oops. So time for questions. Jean, is there any questions that have come through?
Yep, let me see. Thank you very much for the section, Sophie. It's very informative. As I believe the Digital Transformation Hub is just a very integrated, very comprehensive tools for the not-for-profit organizations. It can really help them in their journey to have their goals achieved. Yes. So do you have any questions? Please type into the question box and then we can answer it straight away. So Sophie, would you mind if you can elaborate a little bit more about the digital marketing, that part? Because
Yeah,
there's
absolutely.
yeah. we got a question about that. It's basically about because he actually missed that sections a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, maybe I can share my screen to that. So with digital marketing, there is actually a whole guide. There's a whole range of articles focused around how to get your website up to speed, how to use social media in different ways and SEO, as well as looking at your fundraising streams and things like that. So there's a range of articles there, and then you can also take the quiz to assess where you sit. And that quiz looks at your website, your email marketing, social media, or fundraising. And then you can also reach out to us and we can talk through how you can utilize those better to achieve your goals around whether that be attracting new funders, attracting new donors, or new supporters.
Lovely. So it sounds like a very personalized digital marketing for the users.
Exactly. It's been designed for that small to medium non-for-profit size where your focus isn't on doing grand or huge marketing campaigns, but actually having those fundamentals set up so that you're marketing and you are reaching new people.
Yep, lovely. Perfect. All right, so let's see if we got some other questions. Don't hesitate to ask. You can ask like anything at all. So I saw that on the screen there's a QR code, so that code can go directly to the link, isn't it?
Yes, exactly, to the link and take you, and you can start looking at the site and seeing what's useful to you. And I think the thing is that each project is different, each transformation journey is unique to the organisation, and it's thinking about those 3 Ps of people, process and technology. And we're always happy to talk about those and understand where your organisation is and put you in touch with the right people to help you get there.
Lovely, perfect. That's really good. All right. So I believe there's not much questions right now, but from my understanding, we'll be having more like education sections in the future. So everyone just bear with us and then just click to our education training page. And then also, since you have joined us today, you'll be receiving the future events coming up that you can join anytime. All right, so before we finish, we got a little bonus for you guys. Stay with me. Let me share my screen. Okay. All right. So I guess everyone is seeing my screen. So this is a little bonus for all of you who have attended today. Thank you for joining us. And we are having a very great event as well for tomorrow. It's called Creating Powerful Customer or Cause Communities. So basically, this is a social marketing event. So it's a webinar for an hour. So after this event, you get to know how to do some hyper-personalized content. Because this day is anything is really about the content, how personalized, and then how powerful it could be in order to change and then shape the business. So we are having a little offer for you. That's a $20 off by using the discount code OCT7 PROMO. So it was $50 and now it is only $30 for you. It's for tomorrow. And then we'll put this link as well onto the follow-up email for you. Since I've discussed about like I'll be sending you a follow-up email with the link and also the presentation deck for today. So thank you very much, all of you. Sophie, do you have anything to add? All right, so that's it for today. So Sophie, are you good? Do you have anything to add?
Yes, thank you, Jean, for the time to talk.
Lovely. All right, thank you, everyone. So have a lovely day ahead. Bye-bye.